Hello, I'm Eric Olson, KSMQ Public Television. With many of us stuck at home these days, we at KSMQ thought might be a good time to learn about some of our local companies. One local employer that has always interested me is IBI Data of Brownsdale. Company President Geoff Smith joins me now. Thanks for joining us, Geoff.
Yeah, pleasure.
I have been past your facility many times, wondering always. I know they do something important and it has to do with marketing and data. You have a lot of employees there who have a lot of dedication. They've been there a long time. Can you explain to us what your company does?
I can try. We do marketing services. So the big umbrella is database marketing. We started 30 some years ago. Catherine Hart, our owner, she started it working for Kraft Foods back in the day, and she saw a need for people that could do multiple services in one place. So today we do all kinds of promotional services, marketing services. Basically, we help big food companies find their clients, find their customers, and these are places basically where people eat away from the home, which right now we know is not happening like it used to.
Right.
A lot of takeout in that area and things, but so we help them connect with restaurants and nursing homes and colleges, any of those places. Our focus is mostly business to business. So we're working with owners or food service directors, making them aware of a new product, getting them a sample of it, finding out if they liked it. What the manufacturer doesn't know is which restaurants are buying their steaks or their whatever it is. So that's where we come in. So we might help them. We might help them understand their business. We might help them analyze, like, oh, hey, you've got this distributor you're selling through, but it looks like one of your SKUs is in trouble. This is a high profit item. If that distributor stops carrying it, you're going to lose out on a lot of business. So then we can pump up demand through the operators so the distributor keeps carrying it. I mean, there's so many things to do. It's really hard to identify all of them, but it's a whole suite of marketing services. We'll get involved with a new product rollout for sure. We might help them get that out into people's hands so they can try it. If they're in new distribution, we might be helping to again kind of pump up that demand for targeted locations where it's like, okay, well, hey, we've got this new house in Pittsburgh that we've got this SKU in, this product in, and so we need that to stick. And so we'll do that, or we'll get it out to people on a trial basis, and then we'll call them and we'll find out what they liked and all that. We do. So one of the things we do is telemarketing, and we're not the awful telemarketers that call people at home at all hours. We call people at work, and the nice thing is that usually they want to talk to us. We helped a company that was rolling out like imitation meats is kind of a big thing. Plant-based meats is what they prefer to call it. So plant-based meats. So we've been really involved in a very successful launch into food service by some plant-based meats. And so it's a lot of, did you get it? What did you think? And there were times when they were having distribution problems. So we did some really focused stuff, talking to people that were to locate where to buy it, all kinds of stuff. The nice thing about us, since we've been around for 30 some years, the main way that we get new clients is somebody that's used to working with us at one big manufacturer, leaves there, gets a job at some other big manufacturer, and a lot of times one of the first things they'll do is bring us along because they know the work we do.
That's really outstanding, and you've been awarded. I mean, Star Tribune newspaper, you're a great place to work, won that award in the state. for the state, and you have a lot of longevity there. As an employer, what's your secret to maintaining those relationships with your staff?
I think one of the things people appreciate most about working at IBI Data is just the flexibility. We've always been very family focused, or kind of that life balance where it's not all about work. You gotta show up and you gotta focus on the work at times. But if you need to leave at 3:00 to go to your kid's ball game, or every Wednesday you have whatever thing, we've been, from our beginning, we've been just extremely flexible, and I think that's part of it. And then I think respecting people, and then there's probably not one big secret, there's 100 little secrets, and it's kind of just always working on that. Hey, is there something else we can do that people will enjoy, or make them look forward to coming to work, or whatever.
We have probably a fair amount of young people watching this, tuning in, maybe with a parent. If somebody's interested in your kind of work at IBI, should they be studying like IT and computer data, or is it more of a sales background? What would somebody be looking at?
It's kind of all of the above. There we have different departments, different areas that with the demands of. So certainly our IT department is one of our biggest departments. Data is right there in the name. So we have a fair group of web developers, data specialists that help analyze stuff. I went to Riverland. That was my college background, and that's pretty common. A lot of our folks went through Riverland. But there are different roles. There's probably the closest description would be like an admin assistant, but people that need to be able to pick up the phone and talk to somebody, whether that's answering an inbound 800 call where they have a question about where can I buy it, or what's the nutritional content, or I saw a product recall and is my food any good, or being able to call out. Lots of different things. And then we have the physical side of it too, where sometimes it's running a forklift or packing a box.
So a wide variety of experiences. Sales, graphic design, I would suppose, some kind of creative folks. Do you do that work in-house?
That definitely comes in. Yep, we have people that on the web side is a lot of times where it comes in. Sometimes other things though, like just designing a form or something.
What about coupons? Do you do anything with like retail coupons? Because some of them I see now have holograms in them and all this fancy like security things like money.
Yeah. We'll do a little bit with consumer coupons, but not very much. Most of what we do is, again, for the operators and the colleges and all that stuff. So it can be millions of dollars that we're sending out, over the course of a year for a client.
That's remarkable. Well, I know even though you're sheltering in place, you're a busy person. And Geoff Smith, I really appreciate your time and your service here in the region, and being president of IBI Data sounds very interesting. Thank you for joining us.
Again, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. For now, I'm Eric Olson, KSMQ Public Television.